I'm hoping this is the last video I talk about guns. I completely have said I've conceded. And talking to one of the feds yesterday, he helped educate me, just like a lot of people. And I mean, I will admit, I I believed what I had seen from the NRA and what maybe I made myself believe, but when I believe that we didn't need more gun laws, we just needed to enforce it. I do still believe that like what my ex-son-in-law, so to speak, that I do believe that he needs to be looked at. I believe he's a classic case, but at the end of the day, because he years ago passed a background check, there's nothing that anybody, at least at the highest level, can do. And if there's definitely nothing that the local police are going to do, because we can't even get them to protect our children. So there is no more. And yes, I do know that the See Something, Say Something began with started with terrorism. And I could sit there and argue about, well, wait a minute, are you sure he's, and I'm not. I just am saying that there is this narrative that if, whether it's you're mandated reporter, or if you see somebody acting delusional, you should call somebody. I'm just letting y'all know, just don't, because you're literally look like the crazy grandma that I have been pinned, and I'm okay with that, because I still think, like I said, I truly believe, but at the end of the day, it's freedom. It's freedom of America, and I love my freedom. I love it, love it. But I do go, like, I believe, I still believe, even as a libertarian, that rather it's going, and like I said, weed was, Jesse Halter is on more than weed. I was using that to say, start with that, drug test him, and asking them to get the guns away from him, why they evaluated why he was switched. And I believe in my core, just like with him, he's repeating the cycle because his mother abused him. That is not slander or malice, that came directly from him, and you can see the hurt little boy in him. And I tried to love that boy, but sadly there's something that's just not there, where he took my love and he twisted it, and that's okay. That's, once again, just like my daughter is allowed, if she wants to be mentally abused, she can be. What I'm not going to be okay with is child abuse, but I'll address that in a different, in a whole different video. But I just wanted them to evaluate him. And I really believed if they took the time at the local level, they would see that there's something, and they should have taken the guns and investigated. But freedom. And I will say this, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch the whole Rosie O'Donnell, Tom Selleck thing, because maybe I was just mesmerized by the mustache, but I believe that, I believed, granted, like I said, I don't like guns, but I believed what I was being led to believe out there. So I just want to say to the authorities, like, yes, do not touch people's rights, but if we could, we should be able to protect our children and stop abuse before 30 to 60 days, or actually acknowledge abuse and help our families and get them healing, and especially get our children that have been abused the help they need, so that they don't end up one day in the prison system. And so regardless of how you feel about guns, I think we can all, for the sake of our children, you know, like this hand here, I try to do a little prop just because people like, what is this? What's this crazy grandma doing? But this hand was, this is my son's when he was a little baby. Well, he was bigger than a baby, but we got this done at the Ohio Renaissance Festival, and it's one of my, literally, if my house was burning and I could only grab two things, this is one of those things I would grab, because that's my little boy's hand. And that's what I think of, whether it's my little boy's hand, my OG little boy, or my grandson's hand, or my granddaughter, or my daughter. I'm just trying, my whole thing, right, from the day they were born to now, has been to just love them and try to protect them. And lots of times I've failed. And so I'm just reminding myself and everybody to just do better. Thank you.